When you think punk rock, you don't usually think public library, but that's where the Linda Lindas, an all-girl, nearly all-teenage punk band, burst onto the scene almost 1 year ago. Their song, Racist Sexist Boy, became a viral sensation for its feminist, anti-hate message and the Linda Lindas' riot girl spirit. Now, the girls, ages 11, 14, 15, and 17, are touring with their debut album. It's called Growing Up. They're opening up for punk band heroes and headlining shows themselves. They even made their late-night TV debut, but only after these students finished their homework. Anthony Mason visited the Linda Lindas before band practice in Los Angeles.
If you want to talk about one of the most anticipated albums of the spring, you have to wait till the band gets home from school.
Chat, 1, 2.
That's when sisters Lucia and Mila de la Garza,
Can you give me a little more?
their cousin Eloise Wong,
Check, check, check.
and close friend Bela Salazar become the Linda Lindas. The all-girl punk band with a sweet look but ferocious sound. At age 11, Mila, the youngest, drives the beat. At 17, Bella, the oldest, is still in high school. Their debut album is aptly titled Growing Up. The album was produced by Lucia and Mila's dad, Carlos de la Garza, a Grammy-winning producer and engineer who's worked with Paramore and Best Coast. All the parents of this foursome are artists, writers, or designers.
We had never had the idea that doing music or being in a band was completely out of reach.
Right.
I grew up going to punk shows and where it's just it's do it yourself and anyone can do it.
And they had support early on from the female punk rock icons in Bikini Kill, Sonic Youth, Best Coast, and the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. How did the band happen?
Well, Kristen Control from the Dum Dum Girls invited us to be part of this kid band that she was putting together for a show called Girls School LA. And there we actually got to sing with Best Coast and Karen O, which is cool. Yeah, that's kind of where it started.
It was 2018, and they had to come up with a name.
There was cat food for grandma. There was the
Cat food for grandma?
There was the cactus people. There was
We'll stop there.
We'll stop there.
yeah. There were also some other really bad ones.
Finally, they found inspiration in a movie about 4 girl musicians.
A Japanese indie film called Linda Linda Linda.
Which actually has a Korean actress, Bae Do-na, in it. Which is cool.
And we saw the movie and we were just this is cool because that's kind of like us.
The pandemic, sadly, would provide the inspiration for the girls' breakout song.
Boy from school, he came up to me and he told me that his dad had told him to stay away from Chinese people because of the virus.
For the band, which identifies as Asian American and Latinx, it was upsetting.
Especially at our age, you feel like you can't do anything about it.
But you can write a song about it.
I mean, that's what we did.
They performed Racist Sexist Boy at a little gig at a Los Angeles public library. The video, posted by the library, now has more than 4 million views on Twitter.
You were probably as surprised as anybody.
Our dad would just periodically come into our room and he would open the door and he'd go "You guys are going viral!" And then he'd close the door and he'd just go back into my studio here.
Bella was at school.
And I had my phone on the table and it just kept buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. And then I open up my phone and I click my Instagram and my whole feed is just of the video of us.
They had about 18,000 Instagram followers then. Now, the Linda Lindas are at more than 250,000 and growing.
It was kind of unbelievable to think that there were people behind those numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool that we were able to let so many people know that they're not alone, like people who have experienced things like that.
Yep.
But it's also so sad that so many people have related to that.
Earlier this month in LA, they opened 3 straight nights.
The Wiltern.
At the Wiltern
That was
with
cool.
Jawbreaker, and it's like, whoa!
Please welcome the incredible, the Lindas.
And they performed on The Late Late Show with James Corden. With that has come notoriety, or as the girls call it, rockognition.
Eloise got recognized when she was walking to school. A woman in her car said, "I love you," and
I love you! I was just walking to school and I heard, I love you! And I was like, oh, hi.
Hasn't created any sort of sense of expectation of you in any way, or you don't put that on yourself?
we even deserve all this attention that we're getting.
Yeah.
I kind of just wanted to take a hold of what we have and try to turn it into something I could do more with. You know what I mean?
Have you given a lot of thought to how you could do that?
I think just keep doing what matters to us, you know?
Yeah.
Keep writing what we feel like needs to be heard and keep just doing what we feel like is important, you know?
Yeah.
And keep having fun.
Keep having fun.
Where do we start? Let the gushing begin.
They are so
Everything about
they
them.
are so impressive. I mean,
Yes.
first of all, they're so sweet, but they're incredibly thoughtful, almost philosophical at times. I mean, you saw
11.
Mila is 11 years old, but she thinks very profoundly about everything that's happened.
Number one, I love that some jerky kid said something to her that
Yeah.
spurred that. And listen, the lyrics are catchy. Racist, sexist boy. Vlad, talk about some of the lyrics.
So it's
That it
interesting
was-
when she says that, you know, when
like
you're a
that.
child, you can't do anything about somebody saying that Chinese people bring the virus, but you wrote a song about it, and
Exactly.
in the lyrics of that song, it says, "We rebuild what you destroy,"
yeah.
which I love.
I love, Anthony, it's like we're seeing in real time them blowing up. I love the braces.
Yes.
I love they're sitting there with their little juice drinks, and they're so wise beyond their years.
Yes.
As per
very
usual, I identified with the father who noticed they were going viral, opened the door and was like, "You're going viral!" Hit him with 5.
Close the door.
Closes the
You got to
door.
give a lot of credit to their parents. 'Cause
Yes, of
clearly
course.
they've exposed these kids to music early on, and they've really helped them along the way. They're really impressive kids, and that's kudos to
Didn't
their
you
folks.
like talking to them? You seem
I love
such a
talking to them
good time with them.
because they have thought so much about what's happened to them.
Yes.
You know, and that most of all, they just love music, and you can see it.
You know, one of the things that was also really cool is Tom Morello and Flea,
Yeah.
and so many people were loving what they were doing, and
Yes.
someone called it the song that we need in 2021.
John Tower said 2 minutes ago we got to go, but we keep talking about the Lindas.
gushing
Thank you,
continues.
Anthony. Yes, the
love
gushing
them.
continues.
Love them.